Live from the Office Theater in Tampa, Florida, it is early evening at home with your host, Connell Vassar, featuring teacher Mrs. Vassar and musical guest Sean DeYoung. And now here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Connell Vassar.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Early Evening at Home. I am your host, Connell Vassar. Tonight, it is my job to make you laugh in these uncertain times, so please sit back, relax, maybe get some popcorn, and let's have some fun tonight. Recently, Nintendo released the hit game Animal Crossing New Horizons, and players have been using the game to do things that were not intended when the game was being developed. Now, some users have designed their characters to resemble Uncut Gems star Adam Sandler in his role from the film. The result is a quite hilarious blend of Animal Crossing and Uncut Gems, two franchises that really have nothing to do with each other. It seems that A24 films are popular with the Animal Crossing community because some users have customized their island to look like the beautiful and horrifying set from The Lighthouse. Now, The Lighthouse is pretty unsettling, but not nearly as scary as Tom Nook on Deck Collection Day. Recently, John Krasinski had the original cast of Hamilton on his show to sing the opening number to a Florida girl who lost her opportunity to see the show after the COVID-19 crisis canceled the show. Now, one would assume the girl would be ecstatic to see all the original cast members singing the song, but it looked like she was a part of the film trip to Los Angeles when we all had to sit through School of Rock, which is to say nearly asleep. Do say so myself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from the living room, Mrs. Vassar! Thank you for coming all this way.
But I'm so glad I could make it.
We are very appreciative here at Early Evening at Home. So, Mrs. Vassar, why don't you tell us what you do for a living?
I am a teacher at Seminole Heights Elementary School, teach 4th grade this year.
Now, how long have you been teaching?
I am finishing my 28th year of teaching, all at the same school, Seminole Elementary.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. What is different about teaching now during this coronavirus situation?
Well, there's different facets that are different. One being my commute, like I said, is much shorter. Yeah, so that's kind of nice. I get to sleep a little later.
Nice.
I am a people person. I like to be with my kids, so that is a huge difference for me. Mm-hmm. I like to see their faces. I like to know that they're understanding something, they're enjoying a project, or they're enjoying a lesson. So that's really different and difficult. Mm-hmm. And for me, I've never taught online. So this is a pretty steep learning curve, learning different ways to present lessons and to get my kids engaged in learning.
Now, can you tell us maybe one thing that you've done, like, online that you wouldn't have done in the classroom, but now that you get the opportunity to do it online, you are seeing the value in it?
There are a few programs that are being offered to us right now. Definitely love incorporating those into my lessons. It engages my kids. It has them more excited about learning and wanting to get on and do their lessons. So I'm hoping that I can take those platforms, those new activities, and incorporate them next year or when we get back to school, whenever that might be, to engage my kids and help them out.
So overall, have you learned anything about teaching through this whole experience so far?
That's really good. One thing I keep going back to is, even though I've been teaching for 28 years, I can still learn new things. It's forced me to step outside my comfort zone, things that I'm used to doing and I'm very comfortable doing. And it's having me step out and try new things because I don't have an option.
Yes.
At school, I always had an option.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it the way I feel comfortable, branch out a little bit,
Yes.
but this is all new, and it's forcing me to do that. So I've learned that I can still be taught,
Yes.
which is good.
Now, I know this isn't on script, so I'm going to ask you this. I don't know if you're at liberty to say,
Great.
but what do
Okay.
you think of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' erroneous claims of going back to school in May?
That, I was just talking to colleagues about that actually on a Zoom call. Zoom meeting. First of all, he made a mistake when he stated COVID-19 doesn't affect younger people.
Mm-hmm.
That is not accurate. We know that. We've seen it in the news. There are children and young adults that are contracting COVID.
Yes.
Even if that was accurate, if we all went back to one place,
Yes.
where does that put staff members that might be more susceptible?
Mm-hmm.
They might have a lower immune
Yes.
system, whatever it might be. Where does that leave your staff and the people that work at your
Exactly.
schools
Yes.
in that situation?
Mhm.
So, to be honest with you, inaccurate statement,
Yes.
and I don't agree with it because it could put your staff members in danger.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Vassar, for coming on the
Absolutely.
show. I'm sorry that, you had to go so far out of your way to come here today, but we really do appreciate it here.
Not a problem. I just moved from my work attire to my interview attire.
Which is the same thing.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you after the show. Great time here. All right.
Thank you.
Get out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for in his first live performance ever, Sean Dion!
You have reached the voicemail box of
Hey, how are you? It's been a while since we talked, and the last time I tried this, I proverbially balked, but I just wanted to let you know that, you know what? Sorry I called. Bye. All of my mind, I'm stuck in time. I don't know where I am headed. Tears when I cry, fear in my eyes. I just keep on forgetting all of the days that I spent without you, making me realize that I'll never be happy again unless you came back for me. You came back for me. No, thank you.